Guys, please welcome to me. All of you people are listening to. So, for online, please welcome to me, guys. That's everything, guys. Those are attending online. Check it. Yes, morning, morning to all, guys. Please confirm to me. All of you are getting the voice on the screen. That's it. And can you please check it what we completed in the last session? Yes, we completed the last session. Can you please check it, guys? I think so. In the last session, just we understood multiple inheritance topic is not existing. Guys, once again, is my voice is breaking now? Is my voice is breaking now? No, 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 no. Yes, somewhat. No, yeah. Then from my side, it's okay. All remaining members are saying good, but one or two members, Shiva Prasad, Karthik Verma. Please try to check from your side also, why? Because all remaining members are getting voice clearly. Try to check your internet also. That's one thing. And another one is after joining into the webinar, just 1 minute max, one minute or half second, the audio will not be good. Then after that, after 1 minute of time, then audio will be very good. This is a startup. This is a problem with the webinar. Yeah, it's going on in everywhere. So just after joining with the webinar, just 1 minute of time maybe. So it might not be good. Then afterwards, but everything is good. Right. Yeah, it's getting better now. Right. Yes, and Shiv Prasad. Now, what is the situation now? Is it audible clearly, or still you are getting breaking in my voice? That's coming. But Karthik Verma, yes, it's getting better. Oh, fine. Yes, sorry. And that's okay, guys. Right. That's okay, fine. Good to go. Right. And now let's come for our content, continuation of our content here, what I completed in the last session. See, to this points now. The last class, just I have taken one simple point, one difference between Java and others. What was the difference I given there? Multiple inheritance is not existed in Java. That was the point. How taken. There I given right from scratch, right from very right from zeroth level onwards. I started the content. So finally we understood the content clearly. So first of all, before going to understand whether multiple inheritance is existed or not existed in Java, before understanding that, what exactly, what exactly inheritance? Then what is the need of it? From where this inheritance is coming? From where inheritance is coming? All these points here we have to understand. So further purpose, I given a simple statement. Right, sir. Simply I given one statement. If any programming language allows to represent data in the form of object as per object-oriented principles or features, then that programming language is called as object-oriented programming language. Good. What are the various object-oriented features here? What are the various object-oriented features here? If you have to this, nearly 7 number of features here we listed. What are the 7 number of features here we listed? Class, object, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, message passing. Class, object, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, and message. Right, sir. From the above 7 object-oriented features, only 4 features are the most powerful features. What are these most powerful features here? First one is encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism. Right, guys. Understand this clearly. Encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and a polymorphism. Out of all these features, I required only inheritance feature I require. I need only inheritance feature. But what exactly inheritance? What is the meaning of inheritance? Right, sir. Inheritance is a relation between classes. It's almost a parent-child relationship. It's a relation between classes. It will bring variables and methods from one class to another class in order to reuse. It will bring variables and methods from one class to another class in order to reuse, in order to improve reusability. So it will bring variables and methods from one class to another class. The class which is providing variables and methods, the class which is providing variables and methods is called as class, or is called as base class, or we may call it as parent class. These many words we may use for this. The class which is providing variables and methods to some other classes. The class is called as which one? Maybe superclass, maybe base class, or maybe parent class. To another class. The class which is getting variables and methods are called as which one? Subclass, or we may call it as derived class, or we may call it as field class. That's it. These are all like which one, types of terminologies up to this clear. So, but out of these three comes superclass and a subclass. This terminology is a right terminology in Java. In Java, we used to say superclass and we used to say subclass. That's it. Base class and derived class, parent class and child class. These are then our created terminologies only. But mainly in Java, we are able to use superclass and a subclass terminology. That's it, sir. Not more than that. This is like which one gave no inheritance. This is the meaning of like which one inheritance. Then what is the main advantage of inheritance now? What is the main advantage of inheritance now? The main advantage of inheritance is code reusability. The main advantage of inheritance is code reusability. Yes, exactly. I give you one example. Declare a class, that is superclass, declare variables and methods. If we extend this employee class to manager class, we can reuse these variables inside this manager class. Similarly, if we extend this employee class to accountant class, there we can reuse the same employee class variables and methods inside this accountant class. So declare one time, but reuse at any number of times at any number of subclasses. So this is the meaning of like which one? Reusability. The feature here we are able to get it. Good. This is basic information about which one? Inheritance. What is the meaning of inheritance that I have given up to now? Now let's come for how many types of inheritances are existed. If we come for the types of inheritances now, initially there are two types of inheritances are existed. What are the two types of inheritances initially? First one is single inheritance, and second one is which one? Multiple inheritance. Single inheritance and second one is multiple inheritance. That's okay, good. Then on the basis of the single and multiple inheritances, three more types are defined. What are the three more types of defined? Multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid inheritance. These are the three more types of inheritances are existed. But I don't require all of them, just I required only two of them. Just only I required two of the inheritances. No, what exactly the two of the inheritances here? We required exactly here. The first one would be like which one? Single inheritance, and the second one would be like which one? Multiple inheritance. Only these two types of inheritances we required exactly now. Let's observe this clearly. What exactly is single inheritance? No, the relation between classes. It is a relation between classes where it will bring variables and methods from only one superclass to one or more number of subclasses. It's the relation between classes where it will bring variables and methods from only one superclass to one or more number of subclasses. Right, Java does support single inheritance. I give you one diagram also for all of this. Right, so now let me check this diagram also there. Then what was the diagram here? We provided here inheritance, inheritance. Given one diagram also there, which represents all the types of inheritances exactly as per our points are given some diagram. So if you observe this diagram here, then what we are getting exactly match. So this is superclass and this is subclass. Only one superclass is available. Any number of subclasses we can take, that doesn't matter. But as of now, the subclass is like which one? Only one. In superclass A, int I is equal to 10, void M1 method. Int I is equal to 10, void M1 method. So these two members we declared. We can reuse. We are reusing this I variable and M1 method in the class B. This is exactly like which one? Single inheritance, what we provided. Next one. What about this multiple inheritance? What is this multiple inheritance actually? It's a relation between classes where it will bring variables and methods from more than one superclass to one or more number of subclasses. Yeah, this is important. More than one superclass to more than one superclass to. It's not like exactly one superclass. It's from more than one superclass to one or more number of subclasses. In the case of single inheritance, only one superclass. But in the case of multiple inheritance, more than one superclass we have to manage. From more than one superclass to one or more number of subclasses. Right, sir. Java does support or does not support multiple inheritance. If you come for this point, answer is very clear. Java does not support multiple inheritance. Why? Why Java does not support multiple inheritance? That we are going to check. Already given some diagram now. Second case is available case. So two superclass have taken A and B, where int I is equal to 10, void M1 method, int J is equal to 20, void M2 method. Class C extends A comma B that we have written. I is equal to I plus 10, J is equal to J plus 10, M1 method call and M2 method call that we provided. Class C extends A comma B. Class C extends A comma B that we provided totally. Observe this clearly. So here we are not getting any confusion, no problem. We are not getting any problem. So we can reuse class A superclass members in a class C, and we can reuse class B superclass members in a class C. So it's okay fine that we are able to use this. Good, sir. Up to that, we are not getting any problem. But when we are getting problem with multiple inheritance, no, right? When we are getting the problem with multiple inheritance, whenever we declare same variables and same methods in both the superclasses with the different values and different implementation, when we declare same variable with different values, same method with a different implementation in both the superclasses, when we access that variable and method in the corresponding subclass, then which superclass variable value has to be used, which superclass method implementation has to be executed. It's a bit confusion for the developers and as well as for the compilers and JVMs. So it's a bit confusion. So multiple inheritance is a bit confusion oriented feature. But we know already Java is a simple programming language. Java is not like complex programming language. Java is like a simple programming language. So Java does not allow all the confusion oriented features. Java does not allow all the confusion oriented features. On this point clearly. So because of that reason, so Java has removed this multiple inheritance from its object orientation. Java was removed this multiple inheritance from object orientation. How it is possible? How Java has restricted this? Simply, Java has defined extends keyword. Which keyword they know? Extends keyword. Java has defined extends keyword in such a way. Java has defined extends keyword in such a way to allow only one superclass name, not more than one superclass name in the class syntax. Class index Java defined extends keyword in such a way to allow only one superclass name, not more than one superclass name. That's why here I've given so class A extends K valid, class A extends B valid, class A extends A comma B. This is invalid. This is what exactly the point here we understood. Right, so this is the total awareness what we completed in the last session. Okay, fine. So the same description I've given there, same point I've given there in the form of this words representation. And finally, we understood why multiple inheritance is not possible in the case of words. This is another point here we have to understand. Right, yes. Now, next one is after completion of this, after understanding this particular point, multiple inheritance and its content, the next difference, sixth difference, I will go for the sixth difference. Try to understand the sixth difference, guys. Try to understand the sixth difference. All of you observe this clearly. The sixth difference, what I'm providing now. Operator overloading is not possible in our applications. Operator overloading is not possible in Java applications. That is the point today we have to understand. Operator overloading is not possible in Java applications. Guys, just give 1 minute of time. I'll come back now. I'll come back. Just give 1 minute of time. Right, sir. Now, guys, all of you are getting clarity up to now what I discussed with you. All of you are understanding. All of you are following my points. Whatever the points I discussed with you so far. Fine. Right, guys. And don't sit ideally. Don't sit ideally. So, if you are having, let's see, then try to understand the content. Any number of times I can repeat. I don't have any problem. But your understanding is important now. See, then myself, I understood perfectly these concepts. Just I'm doing one time repetition for me. But the point is, you have to understand the content clearly. So everybody has to understand. Some of you are doing my which one. Some of not all the members there. So they've opened. The main problem with online classes is they've opened their system and they've opened webinar. Class is going on. Along with this class, they are doing other work also. Yeah, especially people, they're doing other work also. Mainly the biggest problem with these online classes is the WhatsApp chatting. People are doing that. So I observed a number of times. Understand, guys, what I'm telling you. So here, Here I can get some notifications. Those who are not, I can get some notifications. Those who are not active in webinar. Yeah, I can read out their names also now. Those who are not using my webinar window, I can see that persons. I want to read out their names also now. But still they are listening. Some of them are listening, but they are not active on my webinar page. They minimize this webinar page. There is a problem. Right. Yeah. Karthik Mahadeva and Rishik Rao and Peddapalli Sai Teja. Yeah. Divya Kulagam. Right. Pranjali. You know Pranjali. Now you are not active. Is any real-time examples for inheritance in the real world? Definitely, yeah. Then everywhere we can see that inheritance concept in real world. See, this simple I'm telling you, a parent-child relationship. Simple. Then parent and child. This our parent and you are the best example. Understand it? So your parent and you is the best example. Whatever the properties your parents are having, all these properties will come to you because of that relationship, parent and child relationship. Because of that only, all of your parents' properties are coming to you. Understand it? What I'm telling to you. So, like this, number of examples are available. Best example already I've taken there. Then employee manager. If you take now previously, employee is a generalization, and a manager and accountant are like which one? The specific classes now. But who require this manager and accountant require that same employee characteristics. That's why we are defining inheritance relation between employee and manager and employee and accountant. Like this, we can frame any number of examples. That doesn't matter. But concept is important. So if you know the concept, then we can apply this in any number of cases. That is not at all problem. Simply, I'm telling to you one more example. I'm telling to you. And who's this actually NDPC 0105? Then your name also you have written the same ID, sir. Then I'm not reading your name. I asked you one question there. What is the real-time example for inheritance in real world? What's your name, sir? Yeah, Deepak. Deepak, right, coach. And try to the second name should be your name, sir. Then ID first name should be ID, second name should be your name. Okay, then only I can read out your name. Otherwise, I'm unable to get clarity. Then what I have to spell? Maybe sir or maybe madam. So please that modify that in the next class now. Anyway, okay, good. So understood what I said to you, Deepak. Is it okay now? Yeah, good. That's fine. Thank you. All right, guys. Now let's come for our content. Next point. What about this next point? No. Operator overloading is not possible in Java applications. The point. But now, first of all, we have to understand what is operator overloading. After that, we will think why it is not possible in Java. First, we have to understand what is operator overloading and why it is not possible in Java. These points we have to understand. Right. So now let's come for this point. What exactly the meaning of operator overloading? What is the meaning of operator overloading? Right. All of you observe this clearly. First of all, now tell me, guys, any programming language allows to represent the data in the form of objects as per object-oriented features. Any programming language represent data in the form of objects as per object-oriented features. Then that programming language is called as, come on guys, now tell me, is called as which programming language? Not a dynamic, Karthik. Please read the statement and give answer. If any programming language allows to represent data in the form of objects as per object-oriented features, then that programming language is called as which one? Oh, object-oriented programming language. Yes, exactly. Object-oriented programming language. Good. Now, what are the various object-oriented features, guys? Now tell me, in general, there are one number of object-oriented features, 7 object-oriented features. Come on, guys. Now tell me, what are the 7 object-oriented features now? Do you have any awareness on it? I think in the previous class I listed. What are the 7 object-oriented features? The first one is class. First one is like class, and the second one is object, and third one is encapsulation, and the fourth one is abstraction, right? And the fifth one is inheritance. Exactly, exactly. People are following me, right? And the sixth one is polymorphism, and seventh one is message passing, right? Good. Good, guys. Now these are like which one? 7 number of object-oriented features are existed in general. Message passing. Good. Class, object, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, message passing. These are the 7 number of object-oriented features. That's okay, sir. Good. Everything is right. Next one is after completion of this particular one, out of all the above object-oriented features, which features are the most powerful object-oriented features now from the above list? From the above list, from the above list, following features are the most powerful object-oriented features. Object-oriented features. What are these most powerful object-oriented features now? One is encapsulation, and the next one is abstraction, and next one is inheritance, and fourth one is polymorphism. That's it. These 4 features are the most powerful object-oriented features. But as per the previous class requirement, we have taken inheritance and we elaborated inheritance. Why? Because multiple inheritance is not possible in Java 2. So this particular point I have taken inheritance and I elaborated that inheritance. That's okay, coach. But now operator overloading, that feature is related with polymorphism. That operator overloading feature is related with polymorphism. So now we have to elaborate a little bit about polymorphism. Now we have to elaborate a little bit about which one? Polymorphism. Right, so now polymorphism. What is polymorphism? This is my question. What exactly the meaning of polymorphism that we have to understand? Good. Guys, all of you observe this clearly. What is the meaning of polymorphism? Nothing, sir. Very simple. If one thing is existed in a more than one form, if one thing is existed in more than one form, then it is called as polymorphism. If one thing is existed in more than one form, if one thing is existed in more than one form, then it is called as polymorphism. That's the meaning of polymorphism. Not more than that. If one thing is existing in more than one form, then it is called as polymorphism. Right? Yes. All of you understand this, what I'm telling you. So basically, previously than what I'm telling to you, polymorphism is not English word, is a Greek word. Polymorphism is a Greek word where poly means many and morphism means forms or structures. Many structures, many forms, many structures. That is called as polymorphism. Right, sir. Anyway, people are asking one real-time example for polymorphism. That's why I'm taking one example. Right, sir. Deepak, are you there now? Deepak. Yeah, that's fine. Good. And what you are doing now? What you are doing now in the sense, then are you student or employee? Then what's your profession now? Deepak, just I'm asking to you know. Struggler. This is a nice answer. Okay, fine. Okay, at least now tell me what you completed, what you studied, what you completed. Just 1 minute, I'm asking to you. BE. Fine. Fine. That's okay. For BE, you completed. Uh, okay, that's okay. Fine. Leave it. Not Deepak. Not Deepak. Now I'm asking you, all of you guys. Guys, now tell me how many of your employees in this webinar now? Please let me know how many of your employees know. Just Karthik, I'm working now. It would be good to have real-time example. Yeah, but me, Karthik Verma, you're working. It's fine. Are you married, Karthik? Yeah, Karthik Verma. Are you married? No. Uh, how many of you are married, guys? How many of you are already married in this webinar? Nobody. Right, right. Chandrasekhar, you're married, right? How many kids you have? How many kids you have? Just 2 kids. That's perfect. Yeah. Wait, guys. Wait a minute of time. Chandrasekhar, married person, and Chandrasekhar. Just not only Chandrasekhar, guys. Now, just anybody. Then who had married now, then anybody. Just I'm giving one point. Simple example. Try to observe this one. So he is some Chandrasekhar, for example. Chandrasekhar or whatever it may be, whoever it may be. Alright, sir. Then some exposed person. I'll take me as an example, guys. Then me as an example. No need to think any other person. Me as an example. Or else in place of me, you can take might be Chandrasekhar. Right? Whoever it may be. That's fine. Then what about my situation actually? My situation is like which one here? Now, strictly speaking, I'm studying. Strictly speaking, I'm studying, guys. Strictly speaking, I'm studying college. Fine. Now my character is which one, my role is which one here, no student. I'm doing PhD. Think like this. This is college and regular I used to go for college and where myself is a student. That's perfect. Now myself I'm working. I'm working with the Durgasoft. Definitely. Here my role is I'm working now. My role is an employee. Durgasoft organization, company. Parallelly, I'm doing PhD and as well as parallel I'm working with the company. So here my role is employee. Definitely. Then apart from this, at the same time, if we come for at other side, no, funny things I'm telling to you guys. Observe this clearly, right? We are Chandrasekhar, where it may be, friend, right? Fine, that's fine. And at the same time, guys, now observe this clearly. This is like what I'm telling to you, parents. Right. To my parents, myself is a son. So here, my appearance is like which one here? Son. Fine. At the same time, guys, then one more category I'm telling here. One more category. Right. What about this category? For example, kids. Right. For my kids, me. Just example, guys. I'm telling you know, not any other one. Then me, myself is like which one here? And father, right? Get it? Maybe. Understand it clearly. Fine, guys. Now tell me. So, single person here, single person, maybe myself or Chandrasekhar, or maybe some other, maybe Karthik or whoever it may be, Rinki Agrawal have two childs. That's fine, good. So, whoever it may be, but all of us are having like which was same responsibilities or not. Now, tell me, guys, are you agree with me? No, all of you are having these many forms or not? So yourself is the best example, not to go for any other example. So yourself, you are acting as a student, you are acting as an employee, and you are acting as a husband, you are acting as a son, you are acting as a father now. But how many forms are available for you? Multiple forms are available, but person is single. But person is single, and your appearances might be multiple. So this is the best example for polymorphism. Not more than that. This is the simple and best example for polymorphism. Thing is exist in more than one form. One thing is exist in more than one form. Then this is the polymorphism. Right, sir. Then apart from this, if you are expecting that, it's simple. Then if you go for movies, if you go there, in the movie, single actor can play multiple roles. Right. Single actor can play multiple roles. If you go for movies, multiple roles. So there also be single person able to do multiple characters. So this is also an example for which one polymorphism. Yes. If you have to do this clearly, say best example, I think how many of you remember this? Dashavatar is one of the movie made by Kamal Hassan. Dashavatar is a movie, one of the movie. Guys, then have you heard about it? Dashavatar movie. Any of you have heard about it? Dashavatar movie. The Kamal Hassan is a hero. Right now, he played nearly 10 roles. Yeah, of course, Aparachitudu. This is another one. Right? And where what happened? The Kamal Hassan played nearly how many roles there? Maybe 10 roles. Not even that. Just recently, my Bahubali is one of the movie. Bahubali is one of the movie, right? I think it was world famous, right? So where Prabhas is an actor, then he played nearly how many roles there? Two roles he played. See, like this, n number of things are available. Bahubali, Prabhas played only two roles, I think so, right? They love Kusha, Junior India, maybe three roles. So like this, then single person appeared in multiple forms. Then it is called as like which one? Polymorphism. Right? Yes. Now this is a simple, funny example I've given. Don't take much serious about this one, just for our understanding purpose of taking that. But here the technically, what's the meaning of this polymorphism? If you observe this, if one thing is exist in more than one form, then it is called as which one? Polymorphism. But really, what is this polymorphism? What is this word actually? If you are thinking about the word polymorphism, it's not an English word, it's a Greek word where poly means many and a morphism means forms or structures. Morphism, that means poly means many, and morphism means forms or structures. This is what is like which one? Polymorphism. Okay, sir, good. Sir, I understand one point. No, what I understand there, inheritance, in the sense we have an advantage. Code reusability is an advantage of inheritance. Guys, please remember this. Whenever I'm talking about inheritance, when I use the word inheritance, immediately in your mind you have to get one point. What was the point there? Code reusability is a point we have to get. Similarly, what is the advantage of polymorphism? What is the advantage of polymorphism? Right. If you come for this advantage of this polymorphism, the main advantage of polymorphism, the main advantage of polymorphism is flexibility. Flexibility is a flexibility while application development or to design applications. To design applications, simple. Then simple, common sense related point. What I'm telling you know. For one thing, if three alternatives are available, there's a more flexibility for us or not. Come on, guys. For one thing, if three flexibility, that means three options are available for one thing, three options are available, definitely the flexibility for us or not. As per our requirement, we can use either of this. As per our requirement, we can use either of this. That's the point what I'm telling you. Anyway, guys, now simple example. One more example, by that we are able to understand perfectly. Listen carefully. Two cases I'm telling to you. Try to recognize the two cases now. A simple example. At Durgasoft, I'm telling you. At Durgasoft, listen guys, all of you listen carefully. at Durgasoft. Same subject name is core Java. Core Java. For core Java, now here I'm telling to you at Durgasoft case number 1, I'm telling to you case 1. Guys, all of you put more concentration, easily we can identify this. Core Java. Subject is core Java, for example. Subject is core Java. How many faculties are available for core Java? If you observe this, number of faculties, if you observe this, only one faculty. Just understand it, example point of view. Only one faculty is available. This is case number 1. Only one faculty is teaching core Java, no other faculty is available. Right. Case number 2. What is it? Case number 2, I'm telling you. Then same subject, not any other subject, same subject. Right now, subject is core Java again. Now this time, what happened here for core Java? Faculty members. How many faculties are existing for this one? And 3 faculty members are available, or maybe 5 faculty members are available. So they had their own batches, not single core Java batch taught by 5 faculty members. No. So they had their own batches. All 5 members, they're having their own core Java batches. Parallelly, they're going on. So these are situations. Now, as you are the student, which one is more flexibility for you to join for the core Java classes? And to join for the core Java classes, which one is more flexible for you? Is that case 1 or case 2? Come on, guys. I'm asking you, as you're the student, you want to join for core Java classes. And now tell me, then which case is better for you? Case 1 or case 2? Definitely case 2. Perfect. All of you are giving the right answer. Case 2. Case 2 only. Yes, case 2 is the right option. How, sir? How can you say case 2 is the right option there? How can you say case 2 is the right option, guys? Why not case 1? Why not case 1? I can give that reason. If we take case 1, for example, if we take case 1, what will happen? Only one faculty is taking core Java, only one demo. You may come for that faculty class. You will listen that faculty class. If you are okay, if you are interested, or if you understand, that means if you like that demo class, then you may join with that faculty member. For example, if you are not understanding the content in the demo class, you are not comfortable with the demo class, then do you have any alternative to search for other faculty? Do you have any other option? No, you don't have any other option. With or without interest, you have to join with this class or not. With or without interest, we have to join with the class or not. That's the problem, guys. So that's the problem, So we are not having any option in the case of this case 1. So students are not having more flexibility. Students are not having flexibility to attend for other demo classes. Of course, once we register with one faculty, you may continue with that faculty. That's okay, good. But before going to register, I want to check 2 to 3 alternatives. If 2 to 3 alternatives are available, I will pick the best one. But here, that kind of chances are not available in the case of case 1. But if you come for this case 2, what happens? 5 faculty members are available. So first we'll go for first faculty demo class, we'll check it. Second faculty demo class, we'll check it. Third faculty demo class, we'll check it. Fourth, fifth, all faculties demo classes, we are going to check. All faculty classes, demo classes here, we have to check. Then in all the faculty classes, all the faculties demo classes, if you check now, and finally, after checking all faculties demo classes, we'll select one. Then finally, we may join with that particular one. So here, in the second case, we are getting flexibility, but in the first case, we are not getting flexibility. Understand, guys? Then here also we have to understand same core Java taught by 5 faculty members. That means 5 forms of core Java is available. Subject conclusions are same, but style, the teaching style may be varied. The teaching style may be varied and class conventions are varied. Definitely 5 forms of this core Java we are able to get. Overall 5 forms of core Java here we are able to get. When 5 forms of core Java if you are getting, when 5 forms of core Java if you are getting there, 5 forms of core Java if you are getting there, automatically there were multiple forms are available for single, then multiple forms is nothing but which one? Polymorphism. The main advantage of that polymorphism, is called as like which one? No, flexibility. That's enough. This is the meaning of like which one? Flexibility. Yes, is something like library. Library in the sense library single, but that library used by multiple members, that's okay fine. But library in forms, I required a library in multiple forms. Then what are these multiple forms? Java library. Yes, exactly. Good. I can go for it. Java library. Then what I'm telling there, if we are thinking the point of Java library, multiple forms I'm expecting. No, All these are uses you are thinking that Java library will be used in Selenium, Java library will be used in Hadoop, Java library will be used. These are uses only, but I required a form, a separate form. I required no. What I have to say no about this form? Of course, it's some more or less. It's okay, good. Karthik, we can understand it. So the Java library I can use like which one here? Eclipse in one form. Java library I can use in Selenium in one form. The Java library I can use in Hadoop in another form. So library is single, but forms might be different. So it might be that more or less a bit it's matched one. Then we can say it's a flexibility. That's it. Yeah, of course, different projects. By using Java, different projects. Exactly. Perfect. Right answer. Right, yes, no, that's okay, fine. Yes, right answer, like Karthik. Right, good. So this is the meaning of like which one? Polymorphism. Yes, all of you have to this now. Anyway, then one more point I'm telling to you. So this is just basic introduction part I'm telling there. Once again, all these points will be covered in object orientation. But here, why I'm talking about all these things, my intention is I want to say operator overloading is not supported, not possible in Java. That's the point I have to say. As per that, I'm giving right from scratch each and every point. So just basic view I'm providing there, try to understand it now. Good guys. Then after that, after completion of this, how many types of polymorphisms are available? What are the various types of polymorphisms are existed? Listen, all of you listen carefully. Right. Now there are two types of polymorphisms. There are two types of polymorphisms. What are the two types of polymorphisms, guys? Now first one is static polymorphism, and the second one is dynamic polymorphism, static polymorphism and a dynamic polymorphism. Good, that's perfect. What is static polymorphism and what is dynamic polymorphism? If we come for these 2 points now, very simple. I'll listen carefully. First one is static polymorphism. What is the meaning of it now? If the polymorphism is existed, if the polymorphism is existed at compilation time, then that polymorphism is called as static polymorphism. Okay. The polymorphism is existed at compilation time, then that polymorphism is called as which one? Static polymorphism. Right, guys. Now, what is that example for static polymorphism? Right. Example for static polymorphism is overloading. It's the best example. Overloading is the best example for static polymorphism. Next one, what is this dynamic polymorphism? If the polymorphism is existed at runtime, it performs at runtime. If the polymorphism is identified at a runtime, not at compilation time, then that polymorphism called as a dynamic polymorphism. Dynamic polymorphism. That polymorphism is called as which one? Dynamic polymorphism. Then what about this dynamic polymorphism now? That means what is an example for this dynamic polymorphism? Overriding. Overriding is an example for which one? Dynamic polymorphism. Come on, guys. Now here, I don't require this dynamic polymorphism. As per my requirement, I need to understand overloading. So here, my requirement is like which one? Overloading, not overriding, not any other one. Just I required overloading. Good. Then what is this overloading? I will discuss with you again here. There are two types of overloadings. There are two types of overloadings in object orientation. What are the two types of overloadings? First one is method or function. In some languages you may call it as a method. In some other languages you may call it as a function. Method or function overloading. Method or function overloading. Something. And the second one is operator overloading. Come on, guys. Understand this clearly. First one is method or function overloading. Second one is operator overloading. So what is this method or function overloading? And what is the meaning of operator overloading? These points also here we have to understand. Let's observe this clearly. First one is method or function overloading. What's the point I'm telling to you? Listen carefully. We declare more than one method with the same name and with a different parameter list and with a different parameter list. Declare more than one method with the same name and with the different parameter list. Then it is called as. And it is called as method overloading or function overloading. Example I'm telling you this. Now observe this clearly. Don't think much about it. I'm giving some example. Say for example, I want to take like which one? Calculator. Simple example. I'm telling you, calculator I've taken. Right. So now inside this calculator, what I want to take now, void add the function I've taken. Now inside this just I have taken into I comma into j. Simple example. Right. I comma j. Some logic I'm going to provide now. Here, what I'm telling you know, I want to perform addition operation. Addition operation. Or else you can understand this clearly. Just I want to perform like which one? System.out.println guys. Don't think much about this system.out.println. The system.out.println can be used to display data on console. To display data on console, we are using system.out.println. Definitely. System.out.println of I plus j. This is one thing. Next one is void add of float f1 comma and float f2. Now inside this, what we will provide now system.out.println of right f1 plus f2. Similarly, one more thing I'm going to be performed void add of string str1 comma and string str2. That means here what I'm telling to you. Here also I want to perform like which one here system.out.println of like what I'm telling to you str1 plus str2 something else like this. I'm going to provide this. System.out.println statement can be used to display data on a command prompt. System.out.println can be used to display data on command prompt. So like this we are performing it. Guys, I'm asking one question to all of you. Now try to answer for it. How many functions or methods we declared, sir? Now tell me, all of you guys. How many methods or functions can we declare? Now please confirm to me. Three functions here we declared. Three functions. All of you, please respond for my question. Three functions here we declared. Good. Can you upload this? What exactly the name of all three functions or three methods? What's the name of these three methods, please? What's the name of these three methods? Add. Add is the three methods. Add is the method name. Can you observe what are the parameter list I provided? What are the parameter list I provided? Same or different? Same parameter list or different parameter list? Same parameter list or different parameter list? That's my point now. Different parameter list now. See, up to this clearly, the word add is available in three forms or not? Let's confirm to me. The word add is available in three forms or not? Add is available in three forms or not? One is integer addition, second one is a float addition, another one is a string concatenation. The word add is available in multiple forms or not? So if that word add is available in three forms, then it's an example for polymorphism or not? Then it's an example for polymorphism or not? Definitely yes. Then it's an example for which one? Polymorphism. So this is one thing is exists in more than one form. Add is available in more than one form. This is an example for like which one? Polymorphism. Good. That's fine, guys. Now this is the meaning here we can understand. Right. So with this method overloading, we don't have any problem in Java. Easily we can manage it. We are not getting any problem in Java. That's what we find. Now let's come for operator overloading. What is the meaning of this operator overloading? What exactly its meaning now? All of listen carefully. If we declare any operator, with more than one functionality. If we declare any operator with more than one functionality. If we declare any operator with more than one functionality, then it is called as operator overloading. If you declare any operator with more than one functionality, then it is called as operator overloading. Yes, all of you observe this clearly. Example I'm telling you, by that we are able to get some clarity. What is that example I'm telling you? Listen carefully, guys. Into A is equal to 10, fine. Into B is equal to 20, fine. 20, good. C is equal to A plus B semicolon. System.out.println can be used to display the data. Right, so now it can be used to display the data. But just simply I want to display C. That's it, not more than that. Semicolon. This is one thing. Now, str1 is equal to ABC and the string str2 is equal to DEF. Now, string str3 is equal to str1 plus str2 semicolon. Here I will provide system.out.println of str1 plus, that means str3 that I want to display. As all of you understand this clearly. Can you tell me, here plus operator we have used. Tell me, sir, what this plus operator is doing now? Here plus operator is for arithmetic addition or not? Arithmetic operator or not? Arithmetic addition or not? Here plus operator is used for arithmetic addition. Good. Now, if you observe this one, okay, fine. Here, if you observe this, A value is 10, B value is 20, A plus B 30, output is with 30. Here we are getting. That's fine. As observe this clearly. Now here what happened? String str1 is equal to ABC, string str2 is equal to DEF, string str3 is equal to str1 plus str2. The system not output println of some value. Here we have to display. Now tell me, here str1 plus str2, the result is like which one? ABC, DEF. ABC, DEF. It's going on. This is the result. Guys, now tell me, if the result is ABC, DEF, now tell me, what is this plus actually? Here plus operator is for which one, guys? Now tell me, no, is that for arithmetic addition or a string concatenation? Is it for arithmetic addition or string concatenation? Right, definitely it is like which one? String concatenation. It's not for arithmetic addition. It's like which one? String concatenation. Now your output is like which one? A, B, C, D, E, F output. Here we are getting. Observe this clearly. Here operator is plus, same operator. Plus is an operator. But how many functionalities are available for plus operator? One time is arithmetic addition, and other time is like which one? No, string concatenation. Arithmetic addition and a string concatenation. For this purpose, we are using like which one? Plus operator. Means operator is plus. Operator is plus for operator is plus, and it is used for arithmetic addition and string concatenation. Two forms are available or not? String concatenation. Overall, two forms are exist or not? I guess now. This is the meaning of like which one? Operator overloading. This is the meaning of like which one? Operator overloading. Perfect. Understand this point? What I'm telling you. Right, sir. Fine. This is an example I've taken. Understand it? What I'm telling you. So this is like which one? Operator overloading. Example is in C also. Yes, exactly. Right. Yeah, then in general, we used to take this example, but this code will work in Java also. This code will work in Java also, but we will understand why it is working in Java. But as you are saying, operator overloading is not possible, then why it is working in Java, that we are going to understand definitely. Right. And guys, and can I share this document on tomorrow? It's not in completed mode. Can I share this document in tomorrow? Yeah. Then as guys, anyway, it's not in complete mode. Then once tomorrow we'll finish it, and I will share the document on tomorrow. And meanwhile, I want to talk with you regarding one point. I'm going to upload one material. It's a temporary purpose only. Within a week days of time or 10 days of time, I will upload one more material in a standard form. So in a Google Drive, then already you are getting videos and all. In a Google Drive, just try to check once. Today, maybe or maybe Bhavani will upload that material, the document, total course of document, and she will upload. And today maximum, just you can check it. And temporary purpose only, I am uploading that material, not permanent. Within 1 week to 10 days of time, I will upload the complete material, 100% material. I will upload them. That's it. Good. Yes, definitely. Karthik, then don't hurry for it. Why? Because now we are at very low level. So this we are at starting point of only. Once we start the subject, no, we are going to understand that assignments are maybe and all. Definitely, we are able to get more. See here in my classes, maximum knowledge basis, knowledge basis, knowledge. I'm going to improve a lot. Not to think much about it, and then I'll go for it. Definitely, no. Depending on the concepts, we'll go for some number of examples and different assignments. Then I'll create. No need to worry for that. Fine. Thank you guys, and I'll meet on and tomorrow. Right, sir. Yeah, definitely. Yes, Karthik. Yeah. After class, I have one question. Could you please suggest me for the latest Java certification and need your guidance? Definitely. What's this? I'm not remembering that name. Yeah, definitely, sir. Then I'll give guidance. Yes, Deepak, right? Definitely. Definitely. Then I will give some guidelines regarding that. No need to worry for that. Or else, if it is required for certification class, one orientation class, I will conduct it regarding the certification. No need to worry for that. Yeah. Thank you, Rinki and Agarwal, and thank you, Jitendra, and thank you, Deepak. Thanks a lot. But try to change that, Deepak, and better do in the registration form. Only your ID must be the first one, and second one should be like which one? Your name. Then only I can speak with you perfectly. I can understand your name. Right. Thank you, Vijayan sir. Right. Yeah. Thank you, Karthik. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Guys, we'll meet on tomorrow, guys. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I'm going to shut down this and I'll meet on tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Thank you to all.